Honesty, humility, faith aid in realizing God. There is no other ready means to start knowing our inner self than through complete honesty. Honesty with one's fellow beings is the first step. From this comes honesty with oneself. It is heartening to find that even the worst of one's nature is not frightening, and that the very fact of having faced the worst in oneself gives us courage to face the challenges of life and the path. To be honest is certainly not easy, for never have dishonesty and hypocrisy been so rampant as in the world today. Even if the least amount of hypocrisy creeps into our thoughts, words or deeds, God, who is the innermost self in us all, keeps himself hidden. Honesty is not only a light on the inner path, but it is also one of the most effective means for relief from the suffering which afflicts us all. Relief from all kinds of suffering is within us if, in all circumstances and in every walk of life, we try to think honestly, act honestly, and live honestly. Simplicity and all it implies is another great aid in the development of human love. Simplicity springs from humility, and humility is often confused with modesty. Modesty is weakness, but humility is strength. The moment you utter, "I say in all humility," the very use of the expression betrays your ego, even though you believe that you are being humble. The difficulty is not resolved even if you try with true honesty to express true humility. Inevitably, obstacles arise, such as the thought of what others may think of your expression of humility. One of the greatest things to possess is faith, which ultimately leads to conviction, and from conviction one day arises realization. There are no two kinds of faith. The only question is whether one has strong faith or weak faith. Some manifest faith only to the point of acknowledging forms and ceremonies, while others go beyond this to seek the kernel and edge to the hull, believing either in the impersonal, infinite existence or in the personal existence of one's own master. Eventually, faith must give way to conviction. There are two kinds of experience: external and internal. External experience can result through the gross media. What we actually see of the gross world through our eyes gives us conviction of a sort, but there are occasions when even this conviction is based on incorrect analysis. Thus, if we see a man drinking milk from a bottle under a toddy tree, we assume unconsciously that he is drinking toddy, which is incorrect. What is seen with the inner eye gives absolute conviction and can never be false. For example, when one sees with the inner eye that God is infinite existence. Therefore, what is really needed to give us eternal conviction is not mere theorizing, reasoning, or faith, but actual inner experience. Once God has been realized, there is no question of faith or even of conviction, just as a man doesn't need faith to believe that he is a man. Transcending the boundaries of faith, we are then able to identify with the infinite and the one self manifested everywhere. Thank you for listening to us. Please share and subscribe to our channel for more meaningful videos.